The first step in understanding TimeWorks Plus is getting a general idea of the system navigation. This video provides a brief overview of how TimeWorks Plus is organized from the perspective of your client. What you see here is what your client's managers and supervisors will see when they log into TimeWorks Plus. In later videos, we'll show you some of the differences between their view and your view, but for now, let's focus on the basics. Also, don't confuse this view with the employee view. That portal will also look different. The left side here is the navigational menu. The items that appear here are dependent on the user's role in the system. To explain further, there are technically two management roles in TimeWorks Plus: client and supervisor. Client-level users, sometimes also referred to as managers, have access to more features than supervisors. You'll learn more about those differences later, but for now just remember that the client-level login is the login used for your client's administrative users, like an HR or payroll manager. The main section here is the dashboard. We actually provide two layouts for the dashboard. This traditional layout will show items like how many employees are clocked in, a count of missing punches, and some links to frequently used features in the system, like adding a new employee or reviewing time cards. However, there is also our dashboard beta layout, which also provides the pertinent timekeeping data, such as the current clock status of employees, and overtime data. The time card section in the navigation menu provides multiple ways to view the timesheets. When you click on a pay period, the left pane will change to the clock activity screen, which tallies missing punches for each employee, as well as a count of the time card edits. A time card edit would be any change made to an existing punch. Click any employee name to bring up their individual time card. This icon here is part of our time card approvals feature, which can be used to track that an employee, supervisor, or manager has verified a day's punch activity to be accurate. The printer icon can be used to create a printable PDF version of the time card. And by clicking the employee name, you can view details on the employee record. Future videos will get more in depth on the time card, but let's return to the main menu. Near the bottom of the menu are three expandable menu items. The maintenance menu contains some administrative features, like accrual balances. Accrual balances will appear to any client-level user, not supervisors, and it only appears to those sites using our accruals tracking. The accrual balances page itself is used to manually adjust paid leave time for employees. This is most often used when loading the initial balances during implementation. Employee Groups is a tool for grouping employees and then accessing those groups in different areas of the system, like reports, or bulk adding hours to the time card. If your client is using a physical clock, the Unmatched Punches page will also apply to them. Unmatched punches are punches made on a physical clock, but for some reason the system can't find a time card on which to place the punch. This often happens with new hires who use the clock before they are set up in the system. And for those accounts using fingerprints on the clock, client-level users will also see the Biometrics Maintenance page. That's where they can see a list of employees who have a print enrolled on the clock, as well as those that don't have prints enrolled in the system. The maintenance menu is also where a client can find login maintenance, where they can create additional supervisor logins. Below the maintenance menu is the reports menu. All reporting options, including the payroll export report, which we call download activity file, are found here. This is also where you can set the daily auto email report, which automates an email summary of the previous day's punch activity to the client and supervisor level users. Lastly, there is the settings menu. This area does give the client some access to the rules that govern their site, but in most cases, the ability to configure rules is restricted to our partners. So you'll find that you, with your SwipeClock accountant level credentials, will use this area more than your client. However, within the settings menu, a user will find the Update Personal Info link, which allows them to change their email and password to the system. The other item in the nav menu that you should always point out to your client is the help link. This takes them to our user knowledge base of how-to articles. We've just scratched the surface, but right now we're just trying to get your feet wet. Remember, if you have additional questions, reach out to your channel development manager or check out Support Center, our partner-facing knowledge base, which is accessible through TimeWorks Plus.